Hey, it's live.
Okay, now let me hit this. Go live. Come on. It's not giving me the option to do it right now.
Hold on for a second, y'all.
There it is. We're good.
Okay. So just ignore that first 23 seconds. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. Yeah, no, fuck Christmas. Like that, we ain't nobody legendary around here. I even took off the Christmas hat. Y'all know I always wear the same hat I wore for game day. I took that shit off. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and break down this. The show started off like shit. Yesterday was shit. Everything's fucking shit. Anyway, but before we get started today, we're going to go ahead and remind everybody to help out Niner Faithful Radio by using our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link is in the description of this podcast or video. Go to seatgiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to help with all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Check Jason and I out Friday, 6 p.m. here on the West Coast for our preview/weekly review show. And, of course, to see everywhere you can subscribe, go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio. Twitter at Niner Faithful R. And then catch me doing pregame and halftime this week. We'll go ahead and see what's going on with Jamie doing the postgame. But if not, I'll be doing it. If she can do it, then she'll do it. We'll figure it all out. But catch our game day shows this week. And, of course, listen to the special 20% off coupon code for the Faithful by the Faithful apparel. Listen to the end of the show. Your boy didn't get the graphic up, but I still know the code. Ladies and gentlemen, Faithful of all ages, let's get the show cracking.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
What's cracking, Jason? How you doing, bro?
Hi. How was I supposed to start with this one, man?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. This Instagram shit's throwing us off.
It sucks. This shit. I mean, we are eating some crow this morning, ain't we? I don't think that statement has ever been so true as, we're eating crow this morning. We talked all that talk, and then we couldn't back it up.
Yeah. I mean, my girl was actually really shocked. She was like, babe, you're relatively, because it's so funny. I had accidentally sent her that meme that I sent to the little chat yesterday. I accidentally sent that to her. And then I messaged her back and I was like, my bad, babe. I meant to send that to the NFR chat. She goes, I figured. I said, but that's kind of my mood. And apparently everybody was at the house, chilling and everything like that. And I guess her brother might have been the last one here or whatever. I don't know how it went down, but her brother's like, oh, Niners lost? Yeah, I think it's time for me to go. Because everybody's like, TJ's gonna be on the warpath. And me and her brother boxed before. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but space and opportunity. That's motherfucker cuss. But definitely
BC, the Mean Supreme. How's it doing, brother? Thank you.
What's up, BC? How you doing, bro? So that's my mood. When I said that to y'all, you pretty much said, yep. And I said, look, bro, this is at the times where you can tell the real ones. It's real easy to be faithful and all that shit when, you're on a 6-game winning streak and blowing teams out by 25 every week and shit. What happens when you get punched in your mouth? And I remember telling my girl on the ride home, I was like, babe, because she was like, you're relatively calm and, calm, cool, collected. Exactly. Basically what BC just said. I said, look, I was like, ultimately, yeah, things got a little bit of hairier and we don't have that 1 game lead over everybody, all that. But I said the Niners are still the number 1 seed. We still control our own destiny. And ultimately, if you can't beat Washington or the Yams, then you don't fucking deserve to be the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Like that's as simple as it is.
Especially the Commanders right now are just terrible.
I mean, it sucked, bro. Like, let's be real.
Podcast, how's it going, brother?
Your boy didn't get much for Christmas this year. And everything, which I was okay with. Ultimately, before everything went down the way it did, I said, look, if you tell me the Niners clinched the number 1 seed on Christmas Day, fuck every other present. Y'all could take that shit back immediately. Give a fuck about any other present besides that. Now, ultimately, once Detroit won, it officially became impossible for us to clinch the 1 seed yesterday. But if you remove your Niner cap and you tell any team, or just before what's up, David McNiner? Go ahead, Jason. I'll let you do your thing.
What's up, David?
I mean, always makes me feel a little bit better. But
just
for real, same old sorry ass Yams. So if you can't beat the same sorry ass Yams and Washington, which everybody's worried about Trent, I hadn't heard the presser today, but
he didn't really say. They said it was too early to know much about how bad it is or anything like that.
Bro, you got to cut off Trent Williams' leg if you don't think he wants to suit up for a chance to win the number 1 seed. Suit up in Washington. Trent Williams doesn't want to play in Washington.
Oh yeah, he wants to play in DC. He wants he wants him some DC. Actually, you know what? Bro. It's probably not as bad for him now. That whole regime is gone. Dan Snyder's gone. Yeah. So I mean, it's still personal for him, but it wasn't like it was 2-3 years ago, kind of a thing. Like when the last time we went up there, then that one was personal.
Trent, to me, him getting psyched up for Washington, even Kyle, like you said, Dan Snyder's gone, which is the main issue Kyle had. That's just like Richard Sherman trying to tell himself that people still doubted him. When people were calling him a Hall of Fame corner, that's just something that that's what he's got to, if that's what he's got to tell himself and motivate himself to get out there on Sunday and with the right losses, get a chance to clinch the number 1 seed or at least be 1 week closer to doing it, then I'm all for it, bro. He got to tell himself whatever he's got to tell himself. I knew. So one of my group home staff went to high school with Anquan Bolden, where he was actually quarterback at their high school. And
could you imagine that big man is a fucking quarterback, dude?
Yeah, it was. They said, well, actually, truthfully, Dean used to tell us that Anquan really wasn't that big in high school. And because I asked him, obviously, I was like, was there anything like, hey, dude, he might go pro? He's like, bro, we grew up in South Florida. He was like, you stand out more if you don't have a chance to go to pro than if you do. Like, you feel me? He goes, we grew up in South Florida, bro. Like, going pro is just all new. Like, I mean, what? I believe it's, I can't remember the order, but I believe it goes Texas, Florida, then California have the most players in the NFL. I believe it's Texas,
probably
then Florida,
and then somewhere in that range.
I would believe Texas and Florida would probably be number 1, number 2, 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
So 16-12, we were able to still come back. I mean, let me see. Passed the ball 48 times, only ran 18. That's not forward football. We were down 4 points at 4. At halftime, I kind of did call Kyle out. That's something we're going to get into as we get into the positives of this show. Still makes me a little nervous returning kicks. I'm not going to lie. I literally screamed at the top of my lungs, and I had everybody in the Gold Mine Part 2 dying laughing when I was like, new fucking law! Nobody wearing 10 fields a fucking kick. Like
I mean, but it should be true at this point.
That's fucking law. Okay? Like, I don't give a fuck what we got. I don't give a fuck if they gotta have me returning kicks. Nobody wearing number 10 ever fields a kick for this franchise ever again. Don't give a fuck. Anyway, I let this dude try to say his name. I said, hey, bruh, that nigga's fucking Voldemort, nigga. We don't say that name. Anyway,
he who shall not be named.
He who should not be named. But Totally forgot. Yeah, I called out Kyle because it was clear they were getting. Because let's be real, the only real pick I put on Brock is that first one. That's a bad pick. You can't be having that pick.
Yeah.
Which, God, Jason, do you remember how bad I wanted Kyle Hamilton? I wanted Kyle Hamilton so fucking bad.
I think everybody did.
God, I wanted him so bad. That man's a beast. That man is straight fucking. I literally in the first half I said,
read that number 1. That's an easy touchdown to Debo.
Yeah. It's an easy touchdown. Easy touchdown to Debo. Legitly, I feel like walking out of this, Kyle Hamilton won that game single-handedly. I felt. I mean, yeah, everybody made plays. Lamar made his play, whatever. But I feel just that first half, Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, that was the Kyle Hamilton show to me. That the first one.
I didn't see how long
I put the tip balls. I put that tip balls. He was apparently laughing and smiling on the sideline.
Yeah, I just haven't seen. So, I mean, I don't want to see him get be done for the year, but I was curious how.
Yeah, that was pretty.
He was.
I put a lot of the tip balls on Kyle. Move the pocket. Do something. They're clearly teeing off on his passes.
How about run the goddamn ball?
Run the ball. It was literally. So I was curious because you know how I always said, fuck what anybody tells you. Fuck what Kyle tells you. Listen to what Kyle. What's up, John? How you doing, baby? So listen to what Kyle shows you, right? Kyle will show you more than he'll tell you. And I thought it was very clear. Brock throws that first pick. I believe it was 2-3 straight runs. I want to say it was either 2 or 3 straight runs. And I said, okay, here comes the Jimmy treatment. Here comes the Jimmy treatment. And, all of a sudden, and I don't want to hear about that shit about how the game got away from us. Because what? At the worst, even after the third quarter, it was still an 18-point game?
Yeah.
End of the third quarter?
We had our chances.
So you got to move the pocket. Because this is going to be an issue with Brock. Brock being a shorter quarterback, right? His balls are going to get tipped. That's just if you could tee off and know when he's going to release it, you're going to be able to tip some balls. So how do you get rid of that? Run some draws, roll the pocket, move the pocket, run some keepers. That apparently you can run for fucking Sam Darnold, but can't run for Brock. Fuck the offense and obviously clearly Baltimore was playing a soft zone. But and then another point, and I'm gonna step back and let you speak on this, Jason. Steve Wilkes got badly outcoached, I felt yesterday. The second half. First half, I thought he had a phenomenal game plan. That second half, minus the only play I'll give them credit on is that I won't put on that I won't put on any of the coordinators or anything is that Lamar run while I was live. That Lamar run towards the end of the half. That was really the only play he made the first half to set him up for a field goal. We talk about turning point of the game. That's my turning point of the game is you were literally about to sack him, take him out of field goal range, and get the ball back. And then he scrambles to what, the 8?
Something like that. It's within the 10 somewhere. I mean, I don't think it's
ball game. Go ahead.
I know you're saying put it on Wilkes, but to me, it's and I haven't had a chance to rewatch tape because the game because everything was work and everything today, but I saw a stat where there was only 6 missed tackles. I don't know if I believe it. I saw quite a few people putting out, these are people that I usually, I'm like, oh, okay, these are people who are usually pretty good. I'm like, how are there only 6 missed tackles? I swear on one run, I could see like 6 missed tackles. I'm not. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure if someone else was getting that and they were just trying to put it out. But like I said, it came from quite a few people who usually are pretty right. I'm just going to say this. you're saying it's like the scheme. I say we need to stop talking about Fred being a Defensive Player of the Year award contender.
Yeah,
he goes through these, and I've been beating this. And shout out to Twin Empires. I swear it's only me and him that are saying this. Fred's playing like trash at times, like actual garbage. He is missing his tackles, or he's doing that shoulder shit where he's just trying to, just hit you hard. I mean, although, when they tried to do it to Debo just bounced the fuck off. And that was great. Yeah. But I mean,
that was the loudest the crowd was all night. Like,
yeah, you see how that shit was. Had that person wrapped Debo up, Debo goes straight to his ass.
Yeah. They were all over everything we were doing yesterday.
They just the angles they were taking to get tackles and this and that. I'm just like, I don't get it. Just like I said, I haven't had a chance to watch much of it afterwards, so I can't give everything. Like I said, I couldn't watch the entire thing at work. I was kind of jumping in and out of a stream because I kind of have to hide it at work and everything like that. So all that. So I'll probably sit down and watch it again, maybe tonight. We got the Miss Laura Cat in the house. How's it going? Thank you for showing up.
Oh yeah, BBNG, baby girl, yep. All day, every day.
Yeah, and like I posted with a bunch of stuff today. Yeah, we lost. Fuck you, still faithful. Basically.
Yeah. Like, I mean, bro, like, I looked at my girl yesterday. I said, this isn't even one of the most, like, embarrassing losses I've ever felt in my life. Like, I said, I've been embarrassed by this.
It's not even the worst one this year.
Bro. Yeah, shit, honestly.
I was more embarrassed.
I swear to God, walking out, you would have thought the Ravens won the fucking Super Bowl, bro. I swear to God.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But like I said, that wasn't even the worst loss we've had this season. I still think it's the Bengals game.
Bengals was the most embarrassed I've walked out of that stadium this year. Truly, I think the worst loss we suffered. I still say Minnesota, bro. Still say Minnesota. I'm gonna say Minnesota. So we clinched the one.
That would hurt in standings.
Yeah, that was. We've literally already clinched the 2 seed if we beat Minnesota. That's it.
Yeah,
we've already clinched the 2 seed.
Hey, by the way, shout out to fucking Lamar. He's 20-1 against the NFC. So, yeah, good for him.
I mean,
what do you say? He's 20-1.
He played a good quarter and a half. No, see, I don't even really feel that, bro, because really they scored 14 points in 4 plays.
Yeah.
So he had that run, that one drive, like it's just, and I think that was the frustrating part about it was like they were making plays, but not enough to just think that like we just don't belong on the field with this team.
They did to us what we did to every other team. How many times have we had a small lead or been very, or just behind a few points going into half? And then what happens when we come out in that third quarter? Bam, we hit everything, and all of a sudden we've got 40 points. Like, whoa, where the hell did these 40 points come from? They did the exact same thing to us that we did done all year long.
I literally remember I was like, dude, if the Ravens just doubled their points, that'd be 30. I was like, no, the Ravens aren't putting 32 on us.
Yeah.
And they literally put fucking 33. Like it was, and I felt like it was just an off night.
Mm-hmm.
Like even pregame. I didn't want to admit this at the time, but even pregame, I didn't see that look in Fred's eyes. Like I always look at Bam Bam every pregame. That's the one player I look at because his eyes tell me a lot, and I just didn't see that. I saw it the Cry Girls game, bruh. I remember distinctly, like just be like, "Holy shit!" Just looking in his eye. I didn't see that in Fred's eyes.
I've seen a lot of people who are ex-players that talk about that have said that it's actually harder to play at home on these holiday games than it is to be on the road. Because if you're home, you've got family, it's Christmas, you've got people in town, visiting, all that kind of stuff. But if you're the away team, you're away from all that. You're out of all of that extra stuff, and it just lets you focus. So, I mean, maybe that's what he's going on. You know, he was busy with the Warner House, which, by the way, liked one of our tweets last night.
Nice.
So, I mean, you know, he has all that kind of stuff going on. And so I can kind of see it, how much that actually translates in. I would like to go back maybe sometime to see how many times the home team loses on like a holiday type game like that. But
Miss
yeah,
Teresa.
even a lot of players. Miss Teresa, how's it going? So, you know, maybe being on the, because maybe we needed to play this one on the road. The Ravens had nothing to distract him with.
Nothing. I mean, Kyle said literally after whenever they wake up and break, you know, before game day, the players are allowed to go home. So really, let's be real. How many of them were chilling at home?
You know how many stayed late to, you know, stayed up late to, you know, go over playbooks or watch film when, you know, you've got to play Santa. You've got to go here and do this for this family and do this with this family. Not to mention all these guys
are the night before the game.
Well, I know, but I'm saying just in general that week, the whole time.
Oh yeah.
You know. So you're doing that stuff. Plus, you saw how much charity stuff they were doing throughout the week too. So I mean, all of that eats into the time you're doing for prep.
That's like I don't want to say bothered me because let's be real, bro. What kind of asshole am I? Like bothered that my football team does charity?
Yeah,
you know?
Okay, I mean,
but that's always just not bothered me, but always kind of been like, you know, that's cool, but what's better for our football team on Sunday? Passing out some turkeys or passing out a playbook? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, but there's no holidays. It's not the season's fault that all of those big holidays fall within. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't. Like, can we move Christmas to July and New Year's to like?
Let's be real. Can we actually celebrate Jesus' birthday on his birthday? Like, you know. But
leave that one alone.
So, yeah, your boy ain't stupid. So
you've seen some of the stuff I posted on my personal page.
Yeah. Just like I remember there was one time we were driving, and look, I'm not the most religious person in the entire world. I cuss way too much to you know be a Bible thumper. But my girl had said I had said something or something happened, and she goes, "You know what?" And she almost said something. She goes, "You know what? I'm not going to say it because that would be really, really blasphemous." And I looked at her and I said, "Thanks." And she goes, "And I don't want to upset you, babe." And I go, "Thanks, puppy." I said, "Also, you know, kind of want to piss the Lord off when we're going 80 on the freeway." You know what I'm saying? Like, just, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, so ultimately, where do we, you know, Miss Teresa said, you know, how does this put us yesterday on the post game? How does this put us for the season? Shit don't change. I mean, did you ultimately think this wasn't? Oh, all right. Before we get into the greater scheme, Roberto has been asking, what have I thought of Ronnie Bell's performance? I don't want him back there returning kicks. When the fuck is Ray Ray coming back? Is my question. As far as a receiver,
put Juice back there. Let him receive. Let him return kicks.
Anybody? BA?
No, I wouldn't want BA back there. Chris Conley, maybe. I would say Willie Snead, but we just dropped him.
We're going to sign him back. But
no, well, I don't think so. But
we did sign Sebastian Day.
Yeah, which we'll talk about that later. But
look, if you would rather tell me, would I rather have Willie Snead the fourth get snaps or Ronnie Bell? I mean, Ronnie Bell just because, you know, let's develop him. But you know, if we're talking about a big game and some significant snaps,
do you think the reason why, and how often do we put just the single back McCaffrey in the backfield and motion him out? I don't know, about 85,000 times yesterday.
1 million.
So why were we doing that when the run game was doing well? Do you think it's almost like, okay, because obviously Jennings was out. You know, 3rd and 1 was not an option yesterday. So we didn't see Ronnie Bell out there as much, but we sure were doing that. Do you think that was a byproduct of Jennings not being out there last night?
There had to be There had to be something, because like that's hold on, let me look it up right now. I want to get the official stat, but not scoring in the red zone. And hold on, let me see. Box score team stats. Here we go. What were we? Hold on. Wow, it's not giving me third downs. Fuck. Okay.
What side are you on?
6 of 14. 6 of 14. ESPN. I got it. 6 of 14 on third down. That's not Niner football, bro. That's less than 50%.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That we were horrible on third down. And it's not so much that Juwan catches every third down ball or whatever like that. I think it's just his presence.
Oh, yeah, because they know how physical he can be and how clutch he is on those third down plays. So, yeah, for sure.
It was very – you know what this game kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of the Buccaneers game where it got a little hairy. You know, you were a little like – let's not forget, I think it was they had a chance to tie it or something. You know, where ultimately we blow the team out so nobody forgets, hey, look, or perfect example, the Cardinals game. People forget that Ronnie Bell fumble doesn't get called back. It's a 1-point ball game. You know, but all of a sudden we blow a team out and people forget that. The difference between this week and last week with the Cardinals is the Cardinals are trash. The Ravens aren't. So the Ravens are, it's like if you let them stick around enough or you're not keeping up with them, they're good enough that the game will get away from you. The Niners haven't had that shit.
To all the people who were calling Lamar trash, by the way, and said that we were going to blow him out like 9,000-0 because Lamar's a terrible quarterback. Shout out to you people when I tried saying don't do that with Lamar. Tommy, how's it going, brother? Thank you for showing up, my dude.
But
how's it?
That's just what I think that's what it was, is that we saw one of our equals. Now, ultimately, does that mean that's what it's going to be like if we see him again in the Super Bowl? God, I hope not. But you know, I would dare say we're going to be a little bit motivated more if we see him again in February. Like, you know, there's going to be no questions of motivation or a look in any player's eyes in that game. You know, and let's be real, the game's not going to be finished hopefully by Sam Darnold because Brock could have came back. Look, I ain't gonna lie, Jason, I've never stared at a blue tent longer in my fucking life. I was not. The second he went that blue tent, I did not look away like for a split second.
I thought we should have pulled everybody by that time. I was like, pull them. The way we were playing,
I got a little.
We lost Brock. We lost Aaron Banks after that. After that, just pull them. At some point, you got to know when to fold and be like, you know what, this ain't our night. Let's go away.
Bruh, we had Spencer Burford playing fucking right tackle.
Jesus Christ, dude, we were getting people. We literally had no more linemen. If we had another lineman going down, I mean, are we going to slide Kittle over the tackle? I mean, those are the kind of options we were looking at. I'm like, was Joe Staley in the house?
Jesse, I was just going to say, Jesse Sapolo was the honorary captain.
Yeah. I mean,
get out there, big loose.
Yeah, at that point, those two guys are starting to. I mean, I know, was it Staley's lost like 100 pounds.
We got some flirting in the chat going on? No, I'm just kidding. Look at me being a little shit stirrer.
Yeah, so I mean, it was just. I mean, it's not that you're giving up, that you don't think you can win, but at some point you need to know. You have to know that, you know what, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah.
Just
let
it go.
We all do, cuz we all do.
Yeah.
We all know they have like a fan base of like 3. So, you know, as we get into it's probably going to be a shorter show today. As we get into really what now, these are the big boy games. You know, these are there's no room for error. There's no room for this is get the fuck done time. Because if anything that we've gotten out of these last few weeks, God, we need this bye week. Kyle came out pretty much admitted. I don't think he meant to say what he said, but he essentially admitted Eric Armstead re-aggravated the plantar fasciitis from last year. Aaron Banks. Basically, Aaron Banks re-aggravated his turf toe, and Trent Williams is I don't want to say falling apart in front of our eyes because the play doesn't match that. You know, he's still
age
playing
catches everybody.
But like, I mean, let's be real. Even him playing this year, Trent ain't exactly been the healthiest since he's been with the Niners.
Yeah.
You know, it always seems now he plays and he plays at a phenomenal level. So you know, we ignore that. But I mean, let's not forget. That's huge because we need some.
That's good inside pressure. That's a good pickup.
Some good D-line.
I saw that and I was like, what? Like, I am surprised that we picked him up. Like, I'm surprised he got to us. I was like, are you serious?
Be curious to see what was behind that.
Well, Armstead being out probably longer than we predicted. Kalia Davis going on IR. We need depth on the inside for the D line.
I think Kalia Davis going on IR is the big.
Thank you, Ty Stallworth, for your 4 days of service.
Yeah, tip my cap for you. You can always say that you were a Niner. But as we wrap up here, Jason, we don't do Kittle Corn MVP or anything of that. I'm going to go ahead and put the promo. Matter of fact, if y'all give me 3 seconds, I could do the coupon code right now. But final thoughts, Jason?
Shit game. I'm on to the Mariners, the Commanders. The rest of this week, I'll probably see what other, maybe jump on a show or two with whoever else is doing. Depending on what time they start. I will be doing. Obviously, I didn't do that on Tuesdays, or excuse me, on Mondays. I've been doing the new watching the highlight video. Obviously, didn't have a chance to do that today, so I will do that probably either tonight or tomorrow when I get off work. So look out for that on the Niner Faithful Radio YouTube. It's basically me watching the highlight film of the game, or the non-highlight film for us. So I'll be dropping that here shortly, and then we'll be back on Friday.
Bang, bang. Awesome as always. I just have to finish this after we get off air. But all right, bro. Shit show. God, bro, I was hoping we were going to come back, bro. Like, you don't know how fucking
we had our chances. As bad as everything was, we had our chances. 1 or 2 plays, we're back in this game.
I go live. I was pretty pissed, once because I lost Brock for a second, and then I'm like, okay, where's Brock? And then I saw him on the sideline because I was like, who the fuck is that sitting next to 7? Why did I forget his name?
Allen?
Brandon Allen, right? I said, who the fuck's that 17? Oh, Brandon Allen. So who the fuck is that standing next to him with his helmet on? And then he turned, and I seen the 13, and I was like, the fuck is Brock doing on the sideline with his helmet on, not fucking in the huddle right now? And I go lie, I was pretty pissed because I'm like, so you're folding the tent down by 14 or 21 in the red zone? And then I stepped back, and now today I said, yeah, bro, but you're down 3. Like, you literally lost your tackle, your backup tackle, and you were on your starting guard being your your tackle. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not bringing Brock back.
And then some guy that we pulled off the practice squad a couple days prior is in the game.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not putting Brock in this motherfucker.
I don't know how deep the cabinet is, but we were not pulling nothing but cobwebs out at that point.
Because
for safety,
yeah. Ultimately, I thought he looked fine for a backup quarterback. That pick looked very similar to Brock's pick he threw in the other end zone. Yeah. Let's be real.
And I can almost forgive that one because at that point in the game,
what the fuck are you going to do? It's 4th and 12. You got to score a touchdown. Like, come on, bro. Like, of course.
You're just pushing.
I'm not holding him for that.
No, I wouldn't have even, folded.
Let's be real. The game ended on that 3rd down sack. Let's be real.
So,
I'm not necessarily folding him, but I'm not going. I'm sorry. Sure, let's see how he looks the next couple games, whatever. But I'm not going to go good he looked yesterday over watching Brock Purdy for the course of all but 4 games play. And really, let's be real, most of some of the 4 games he's lost. This has been the only game that you said Brock looked like shit the whole game. Majority of the year, all but basically last night, Brock bait. Oh, God, my headphones were fucking up. Basically, Brock has looked like an MVP quarterback for pretty much all but one game, and a few plays here and there. I'm not gonna just forget that after one bad game against arguably the best defenses in the NFL.
Hey, Joe threw 4 picks and won a Super Bowl. Just saying.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
so
fuck. There's one game. Oh, this is yeah. JV got that did not look good. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that play he played against Pittsburgh in 2019. That when we brought him, we first signed him. He came in for one play against Pittsburgh, gave up a touch, got burnt, gave up a touchdown. They literally shut him down for the rest of the year. They came back the next year and played all-pro corner. So, you know, not saying I'm not quite done yet with Jason Verrett, but the game everybody fucking always forgets, bruh, is the catch game. Joe threw 3 picks and we turned it over 6 times. We turned the ball over 6 times that catch game. Yeah. And people forget Joe missed a wide open Freddie Solomon to play before the catch. I mean, wide open Freddie Solomon.
It's not the end of the world. The sky is not falling. That simple.
I mean,
every quarterback is going to have games where they throw 3 to 4 interceptions. Go look up all the great ones. They all have multiple games like that. It's just something, no matter how long you play in the NFL, if you're going to play in this league, you're going to have those kind of games. John Jay?
Good to see you, baby. All right, so I guess that's probably about it for us today. We'll go ahead and we'll see you Friday at 6, bro.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Bye for tight, tell you lover. One love.
All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and remind everybody, help out Niner Faithful Radio by using our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link is in the description of this podcast or video. Go to SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Catch Jason and I Friday, 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. Go ahead and go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can subscribe to the show. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio and Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Catch us doing our game day shows on Sunday. And, of course, your special coupon code for 20% off For the Faithful by the Faithful Season 3 apparel is... Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Beat Washington. All right, we'll see y'all Friday. Till then, please remember, the San Francisco 49ers don't always lose a game. But when we do, we're still the best team in NFL history. Stay faithful, my friends.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown! John Taylor.
See ya.